What's poppin'? You are now tuned in to Late Night Wheelie Radio. I got a veteran in the game right now, Long Island's finest. We got Tystreets on the line, and he's going to give us the parking lot New York wheelie history, and maybe we can figure out why we lacking in the parking lot wheelie department. Tystreets, you on the line?
Let's go, Winkler.
Tystreets, you are?
Ain't no Winkler on it. What you heard?
In the wheelie game, New York is the mecca of the blocks, and we definitely do that very well. But you know, I've been around a whole lot of places, and that parking lot game, our New York parking lot game is not really up to par as the rest of these states that I see doing their thing and all that. And maybe you can help us out. What's our history with the parking lot wheelie style?
The history of me, in the lot in New York. I started out in 2005 going to the parking lot trying to, check my craft, get my little stuff together. But as far as other states go, because you just mentioned that, we behind them, compared to other states. We got a lot of things that we got to come up against. One thing definitely is the weather. Everybody know about that. We only got a little bit of time, out the year. 5 months, yeah, that's approximately, that's good, 5 months. Compared to, places got all year round. They could do blocks from the first day all the way to the end of the year.
I see that, Florida especially.
ATL, all right, yeah. Well, so the weather's one. 2, police, everybody know how we hot. We
for real.
Empire State.
The shit is lit.
You got the 4 Diamonds. That's where I started going back in like 05, back over there in Brooklyn, like over there near Coney Island. You had to squeeze through some rocks and all that just to go back there and do some blocks. Everybody, if you've been there, then you know about them 2 big-ass rocks you got to squeeze you and your bike through. If you got a big cage, you probably wasn't making it, Then we had 161 Yankee Stadium.
Okay, I've been there. Yes.
Yeah. Yankee Stadium, we used to be there all day, all night. And that kind of was really it. We got Hunts Point, but that's not really a lot. That's, we just on the block pulled over just doing some wheelies over there. So, it was really, 4 Diamonds, 161 Yankee Stadium and Hunts Point. That's really
right,
it.
so we never really had a concentration camp like I see all these other dudes. You know what I'm saying? I see these dudes with their bikes so rigged, and their bikes like there's no ending to the modifications that dudes are doing to their bikes now. And that shit, I'm like, is you really doing a stunt now because your bike is set up to do that?
Everything on the bike is modified to do exactly what you want it to do.
That shit is throwing me off because I'm like, so if I come out here with 7 handlebars on my bike, like, so now what? I'm considered nicer than you when my shit is like, it's mad weird because I'm from the old school and I'm watching the evolution and how people are extracting the actual wheelie from the culture. And that's kind of fucking with me. It's pissing me off because the urban street bike culture had a whole lot of culture in it. Yes, we did stunts and wheelies and all kind of burnouts and endos and all that shit, but there was a lot of other substance that came with that, but people are just extracting just the wheelie. And they're in the parking lot doing just the wheelie, and then they act like they are now king of the wheelie, and all you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, y'all missing a whole lot of substance in this wheelie game. But let me just sit back and observe and watch how y'all niggas is twisting this whole shit up. But anyway, getting back to our parking lot game, it doesn't seem like we really have much of one. And I know you was out there, and you definitely said the same thing that I thought. We had 2 spots.
I'm from the infamous, Mitchell Field. Everybody know about that spot. And then the weather. We always, had a fight with the weather, and then the dirt bike culture blew up. Went nuts out here in New York. That was another dimension of why we were getting kicked out.
And it just puts a real slow pace on our progression. I get it. And that's what's up, man. I appreciate you for giving us your experience and your enlightenment on this parking lot movement. And I guess we got to do better, you know what I'm saying? But out there, when you go out there and you go to these competitions, the XDLs, because the thing between the blocks and the parking lots have their venues. This is why we do the King of New York and all that, so we can keep our original roots alive. So if you're a parking lot rider and you're listening to this broadcast right now, there's events for you to go ahead and get your accolades and your trophies, and we don't hate on y'all, nothing like that. So go ahead and do your thing, but it won't be the urban culture Wheelie King crown. It won't be with us. It'll be with XDL, Stunt Wars, and all that stuff over there, and y'all go ahead and do your thing. Anyway, you heard it, Wheelie Radio. All right, Tystreets, blocks, you heard?
Block, you heard?